I hope y'all kicking it, having a beautiful day out there. I'm your boy Hood, man. We rocking full time at Hip Hop News Buzz today, and we're gonna talk about the real good stuff that's going on in the industry and all of the news that's going down. Obviously, you know about some of the stuff because you can see it on the internet going crazy. You got Rod Wave is in jail, Max B is out of jail, and we got a situation going down with the NBA player. His name is Telfair. His last name is Telfair. Is his first name. Telfair. Sebastian. That's his name. Sebastian Telfair, and he's actually locked up right now. It with Diddy, no less. And so I was just going to talk about those things real quick, and we can get into a conversation. I hope y'all having a great day out there. If you get a chance to check out this video in the beginning or on the playback, we appreciate you coming over to the channel and hollering at us. But Sebastian Telfair is like really an NBA player from New York. He's done a great job with coming out of New York and coming up and making a wave of name for himself, really pretty much. And it's a success story for him. And he's good for him, pretty much. But he's run into the situation where he spent his money too fast, and he had some bad friends around him as he was getting up and getting older, and he ended up fucking around and making himself go to jail. And so that happens. It can happen to anybody. I mean, nobody's exempt from going to jail, but you would assume if somebody made it to the NBA, they'd be able to sustain themselves without getting locked up. But that's just not how it worked out for that guy. So he's locked up right now. His name is Sebastian Telfair, which is a cool dude. You know, I've seen him in interviews, and he seemed cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody that's not, you know, I don't know if I know him personally, but he seems cool. But when you make those mistakes and, you know, these people get on your heels, it's really nothing you can do about that. You know what I'm saying? He had a documentary that came out, and that's basically what I'm gonna try to get to, if I could find it on here. But I just appreciate it if you could find it. It's right here. You can't miss it. But this probably look like a part two that he did. But he's locked up right now. Oh, let me check my audio though, because I always gotta check the audio. Sometimes you have to be diligent with YouTube, and you have to check all your stuff to make sure everything is working. But you know, Hip Hop News Buzz is our channel, and we love to talk hip hop over here and things that's going on in the industry. It's fun. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop has been around for so many decades, and to be able to have a news blog and just kind of talk about stuff that affects the world and everything like that, it's kind of cool because a lot of stuff goes down. All right, bad. My sound is working, so I'll put like a little thing over here in the chat. Hold up, let me say. Are you happy Max B is home? Are you happy Max B is home? So we'll put that over there in the Chisnat, and then you can make a vote on that. But as far as Sebastian Telfair, we're talking about him first. He had a documentary that came out where he was actually talking about his life, you know, and getting locked up. Or, you know, you can see him crying and having a sad moment right now. You know what I'm saying? What's going on in his life, we'll see, you know. But we know he locked up right now. He's in the feds. He put himself in the Fed pen. So let me flip the camera and see if you can see a little bit of it real fast. Of him crying, at least. All right. I can't get my camera to go back, so let me cut the green screen off. But my ass is, you can see me. The sun is blinging.
First one to rise, kids up, while you want to sleep. I gotta get to it. Eating daddy, gotta make sure everybody eats. Cats, dogs, brothers and sisters.
Now, in case y'all don't know, he had to move back in the project building that he grew up in. So this is where he's currently standing right now. He's in the projects.
Probation, and I couldn't. It's the first one to rise, you heard? First one to rise.
All right, let's get to the look.
Dog. When I get back. Getting sentenced for the healthcare fraud with the NBA was completely terrible timing for me because I just got off the state case. I got sentenced to 3 years probation, and I couldn't mentally do all the stuff they was asking me to do. They was like, go get a 9 to 5. They only are telling me to go to McDonald's and get a job. So the first year, I just didn't do my probation. and they sentenced me for 6 months. Y'all be skipping leg day, you heard?
So he basically put himself in jail just by not fulfilling his duties. So that's crazy.
Which me and my lawyer did. So these last few weeks, I've been basically waiting for an answer from the judge. I park my bike outside, right here, every day on the block. I leave my hat on there. You see the 31? So you know it's 31, you know it's certified. You know what I'm saying? Outside, everybody touch it.
And it's the projects now. You know he mental thinking that he could park his bike in the projects and ain't nobody gonna steal it. That bike gonna be gone. Cause some shorty's gonna be like, man, L with him, man. I don't give a damn what he on. But it's crazy to be an NBA player and have to move back in the projects. There's nobody gonna look at that and say, oh, that's a cool idea.
The Bentley, Aspen on to the bike with the smile on it. Earth really gotta be your turf, you know what I'm saying?
And you can see him like living in his neighborhood, really trying to figure out how the hell he gonna deal with himself. You know, coming back to the hood is really terrible, especially being an NBA player. Like that, I had a buddy of mine that I grew up with that had that kind of same scenario. He couldn't stop smoking weed. I won't put his name out there, but he had to move back around the hood. He had fucking Jaguars, Escalade trucks, but eventually the weed overtook him and shit. So he actually in jail right now today, but just in some other instance, I'm not gonna put his business out there, but he was in the NBA. But this could happen to people, you know what I'm saying? So now you see this guy millionaire to riding a 10 speed. It's crazy.
Sets in. Got some sets in already?
What's up, Julian?
I'm gonna set y'all on it. This is not set. Oh, that's it? That's it? Oh, that's it? Oh, some money. No, I don't do too much. I'm just trying to warm up. Sick. Oh, you can hit me? Ah, that's what you got for me? That's it.
See, he supposed to be with some pretty girl and not living in the projects. But I don't know, you know, what happened to him. Why he's so messed up.
Oh, man.
And life is basically too short to be going through all of this shit. It's like you make it till your dream come true, and then now you got to go backwards. But you know, everybody got a story. You know, maybe he'll be able to redeem himself after this.
Yeah. What's she talking about? The subject says, unfortunately, she denied the application. I'm sorry. So you gotta go in.
That's crazy. So we watching it play out right there. That's gonna mess his whole day up right there.
It says application denied. The court will not vacate or adjourn Mr. Telfair's sentence.
Sebastian Telfair going to prison.
Yep.
Fed prison.
Definitely gotta go through 6 months. No, I'm trying to say we was expecting the best, but we was prepared for the worst. And we built for this shit. Now I'm trying to say, I don't know. That shit has got me all the way fucked up right now. This email is basically telling me that the judge has denied my appeal, and I have to turn myself in August 12th.
So he basically been in jail August 12th, September, October, November. So he been in there like 90 days. So he probably finna come home next month. So they're not gonna do the whole 6 months. He probably come home in about the 4th month. But he locked up with Diddy currently. So that's really what, you know, you see the photos of Diddy and him standing in the actual yard in the jail at Fort Dix prison. So he was already there before they got Diddy. So, well, Diddy just got transferred there because his case is over now. So he in the federal part of the time of his jail, actually sitting in there and doing the time. So that's what this guy is talking about. But it's his business, man. He put himself in a trick bag, and that's what people call it these days. He put himself in a trick bag being an NBA player. Scamming the NBA? Could you do that? Could you scam the NBA? You're a player. Could you scam your job you at now? I mean, forget millions of dollars coming in. Could you scam where you work at? You got a job. We all work somewhere. Somebody got a job. All of us got jobs. Could you scam your NBA gig? This is what this guy did. And it's like crazy because you would think he's smarter than that. But things happen. You know what I'm saying? Millions of dollars. He's spending money. This about the friends you keep. This about the homies you hang out with. These about the people who you keep in your circle. The people that make you laugh. The people that tell you yes. People tell you no. And then sometimes, you just got yes men around you and everything you say sound good. And it's like, oh man, let's try that. Let's do it. And then next thing you know, it costs money. It costs money. Then you got baby mamas. Costs money. Costs money. You buying cars. You loaning people money. You traveling. You partying. You buying expensive shit. Give me that jacket. Give me them shoes. Give me that couch. And then now you really need money for lawyers. And you done spent 300,000 just flying out of town and flying 8 people with you, eating out of there, buying them outfits when you get there, just showing everybody that you love them. And now you got to go to court, and people like, I ain't got no money for your court case. I'm sorry. I'm a regular person. I ain't got no money coming in. My money got to be for rent, clothes, and gas in my car, my kids. And you got to deal with this. So now he said that the judge denied his request to get his sentence vacated, which is a 6 months, but he had failed his going to, after you get locked up and convicted of a crime, which is on the state side, he said, they want you to get a job. They want you to show up that you back to living in America the right way as a grown man. But he said, I couldn't get a job at McDonald's. I could now just getting a simple job at McDonald's would have kept his ass out of this crime. But he got caught up stealing again, and from the NBA. He got caught up with that crime. So now they saying, okay, well, you're a habitual criminal. You just need a situation. As soon as you find a situation, you're going to do some crime. So we're going to go ahead and pop you off, sit you down. We ain't got to worry about you no more. You out the way. So now he can go back, live in the projects, park his bike outside. Now, when he come out of jail, this is why he moved back in the projects, because whatever money he got, he want to keep that money. He like, I ain't trying to spend this money on bills. I ain't trying to spend this money on lawyers or fees or sending. So put my family in this rent. We could pay $82 a month. I keep my 50,000 or 100,000 for 6 months. Then I get out of jail. We can move out of the projects and move somewhere where we got our life together and live better. But if you in jail and you got 50,000, you have to send that money in jail to you every 2 weeks or whatever, just so you can survive in jail. So it's crazy how, situations play out for people, but this is his scenario. And now we know. So let's move on to the next guy. We got Rod Wave popping off. We get Max B last, because Max B, we're going to get to Max B at the end. I'm going to do Rod Wave real quick because, as you probably already heard, one of the best talented dudes in the game. He got nominated for Grammy, and then he messed around and got arrested within, the next day. So it's like, what the fuck? But, this is life. You live in it, and you can get caught up in some bullshit. And that's what he did. So let's let the lady talk about it. Not this lady.
Sexually abused at
Shut up. They be scamming them people too. They promise them money to do these videos like that, and they do it, and then they end up keeping the money and putting the video out to everybody in the world of them saying that shit. It's crazy. Watch who you trust on the internet. Let's get to the video. Let me cut my audio back. Let's start this over. It's a quick little 30-second video. Let's get it.
Back here at home, Grammy-nominated rapper Rod Wave, he was arrested in Atlanta on Friday on drug and weapons charges. Police say the rapper, whose real name is Rodarius Green, he was taken into custody just hours after being his very first Grammy Award. This isn't Green's first run-in with the law. He was also arrested last May in Atlanta on 13 charges, including aggravated assault. We've reached out to Atlanta police to get more information about this latest arrest.
Well, this morning...
So that's basic. That's here you go.
Nominated rapper from St. Pete is facing gun and drug charges. Atlanta police on Friday arrested Rod Wave, whose real name is Rodarius Green. Now, charges include reckless driving, possession of controlled substances, and possession of a gun or knife during an attempt to commit felonies. Jail records show Wave was released this weekend.
So it just show you that he put himself in what they call, again, a trick bag. So let's let him talk about it.
A well-known rapper, Rod Wave, was arrested in Atlanta Friday on drug and weapons charges. Police say the rapper, whose real name is Rodarius Green, was taken into custody just hours after being nominated for his first Grammy Award. This is not Green's first run-in with the law. He was also arrested last May in Atlanta on 13 charges, including aggravated assault. We have reached out to Atlanta police to get more information about his latest arrest.
So you can already know he's going down. If he got 13 counts in another case, and then they catch him up for this case, he's going down. He's going to probably do a little time, And that's probably what he need because you got to sober up at some point. He's kind of young, so it's like if you're like 35 or even younger, you got to slow down on getting high because your money is being affected by it, and your time, now your life, because they gonna post you up. You know, America is different level now. They not gonna talk all this you go to jail shit and then let you back out. You gonna sit down. So that's why he need to be thinking because if maybe you're gonna get in shape. I think sometimes people crash out like this because they know they need to sit down. They know that they need a break. They need to get up out of the streets and go sit their butt down somewhere for a year or two and then get completely sober and then pop back out a better man. Otherwise, he gonna be down wave, broad wave, gonna be going down the wave. You know what I mean? Let's go.
In Atlanta just last night, Wave, whose real name is Rodarius Green, is facing several weapons and drug charges right now. That's according to jail records. Wave appeared in court this morning where his bond was set at $8,000.
That ain't nothing. So he popped out of there with $800. That ain't shit. 10%, $800. You walk up out of jail. Hello. That ain't bad. That make you feel all right. You can walk up out of jail at $800. I'm getting the fuck out of here. But Rod Wave could have been this dude right here, MJ, because he got the talent level. But you know he don't probably have you got to have high confidence. You know what I'm saying? Even Michael Jackson fell off because he didn't have the mental capacity to be a celebrity superstar, and he was the biggest of them all. So it's like, is that celebrity superstardom exactly what you want? Is it something that's going to help you better yourself? Because you can get there, and then you can crash when you fucking finally get there. And that just seems like where Rod Wave has put himself in a trick bag. Now imagine you a super celebrity star, and every interview in a row is all about you being locked up for drug and all this stupid shit. It's like, come on, man. Where's your brain? You're not using it? Okay, well, sit in there, and then you can be a Crip or whatever gang in the jail you go to, and you can figure out if you want to be free or if you want to be a damn criminal. It's completely up to you. But if you're a millionaire and you're making money like them and you could find yourself in jail, something going wrong. Because you even see Diddy, who's at the top of the chain. He even locked up right now. So, you know, all the guys who was big when I was young, they all in prison. Suge Knight, you know what I'm saying? For whatever their scenarios ultimately happen, they basically locked the fuck up right now. And so you got Diddy same way, you know what I'm saying? So he got less time, but he even locked up. So it's when they catch you, or they even got Master P brother locked up from back in the day. He been in there. He got life in New Orleans prison and no way out and no appeals. Is he gonna die in there? Is it gonna be some kind of way that they let him out? Or what's going to happen? Or do they just stay in jail for the rest of their life? This is something that you really don't know, but you can see it all playing out in like real time before our face, and you get to figure out what's going to happen. But we're going to move right along with the scenario, and we're going to talk about Max B. So I'd save Max B for last because he got the most positive story of them all. Max B basically made it out of jail. It was a 20-year sentence. He was originally sentenced to 75 years, but after going to court and fighting it, he was able to get out of jail early, and that's good. Because he basically trusted somebody, his girlfriend. You got your girlfriend, and let's say you talking to your girl, and you be like, she telling you like, ooh, this guy, I saw him, he got this car, he got this money, he got this shit, he rich, and you be like, what? Ooh, we should rob that nigga. And you tell this to your lady. And maybe somebody else in the room, they heard you say it. So now they, unbeknownst to you, they devised a plan amongst each other. So Max B cousin, who's like younger than him, maybe like 20, he like 29 at the time, gets up with his girlfriend, Max B's girlfriend, and then they both go rob this guy who they was both referring to, allegedly. So as they go over here to go rob the guy, they get in the house, they knock on the door, but the guy got a girl in there. So she don't know, but the guy sleep in the hotel room. So she don't know should she let them in or not, but she let him in. They come in the hotel, they get mad at her, put the gun in her face, make her go in the bathroom. She goes in the bathroom. The guy still asleep on the bed. They wake him up, get your ass up. He like, what the fuck going on? So they like, yo, he call another dude. They call another friend of his. The guy who they wake up, they call one of his friends. You come over here. So he comes over, and when he gets over to the place that they going to, he gets over there, they rob him. But he kind of want to fight a little bit. He don't want to just get robbed because he was suckered into coming there. So now he get in there and he try to make a move on them. And the boy who had the gun, which is Max B cousin, shoots him in the face, and he dies. So now when they get arrested for the crime, they implicate Max B. So Max B was not there. Max B, there's no phone record of him actually saying these things to them. This is just their account of what happened. The girl, when she gets arrested, she said her boyfriend puts her up to do this. So the cops look at it like that really did happen, because that does happen. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Ethan? So he basically gets the robbed. He gets the girl robbed. They robbed the guy basically, and the guy get killed. And so now Max B is implicated in this crime. So when he get to go to court, he's a rapper. He got this image already of a street dude and everything like that, which went against him. So now he goes to try to fight this case, and they come back and they say guilty. He gets 75 years in prison. The cousin who shot the gun gets life. The girl who tricked on both of them, she get like 8 years, 7 years. So Max B had to do 75 years, but he ended up going to court and he fight it. Yo, Ethan, we having a great day, man. I'm having a super day. Hope you're having one too, man. I hope all the fans and people who watch this video are having a good day. Thanks for saying that, Ethan, because I've been just rolling. When you're working, you don't even be thinking about the days. You just keep going. But, you know, as you see, Rod Wave, he was able to get out of, Max B was able to work the system and work the life and then figure out how to get out of jail. So he got post-conviction, whatever they call those things, so he can go in there and get his the judge to let him back out. And so he was able to get out of jail. 16 years. They gave him like a 20-year sentence after they did the 75. So out of this 20, he did 16, which brought him home 2-3 days ago. And you could see everybody going crazy online. They bugging out. They like, yo, we so happy for him. He free. He home. Oh, my God, my guy back. He performing. And I said it's going to be a success story for Max B, because his buddy, which is French Montana, became a super celebrity artist since he got locked up. And now he's not just his homie. He really support him. He was there at the place when he got out of jail. So now it's just get in the studio, get back with your family, and rev up this momentum. Don't let it die down. Stay on top of it and use this wave to actually wave you up into the top of hip hop, because you can do it. It's been a lot of anticipation for him to come home. I remember many years people were saying hip hop, yo, right, wait, Max B coming home, and then you'll go and Google it, and it's like, oh, okay, 4 more years, 5 more years, or people will be interviewing him or trying to talk to him, and it's like, oh, Max B coming home. Nope, still got it sitting there. So this was kind of a shock when he just walked out, because it's like you kind of forget people. It's like, oh shit, that's right. Is he coming home? I forgot. And then bam, he just popped out of there. So he's had a lot of shows and not shows, but fanfare from his friends and family members who's been hooking up with him and kicking it with him in the last 2 days. Is that going to wear down? Because you know it is. Eventually people are going to get back to their life. You're going to get meddling, settling with your kids, like looking them in the face, finally having a conversation with them. But right now he got to do the rap wave so he can make money come in to succeed, to continue to succeed. Because if he sits down at any point, then your name get lost in the media. It get lost in the news. And it's like, then you pop back out like, all right, y'all, what's up? And everybody be like, oh, they go Rod Wave. Like, oh, man, who cares about that? I don't care what he got going on. So it's really a hard question to gather. Do you just push and push and push while you got the momentum now? Or do you go back and talk to your kids and be like, hey, how are you? Who are you? What's your name? What do you do? Like, what do you do for fun? Let's go out. Let's go hang with you. Or do you have to be on a tour and a concert and be like, I got to do this to make money. I got to make sure we got money coming in. I'm fresh out of jail. The people love me. It's not just the people love me. The whole world know about me. So let me use this momentum to keep building off of, so we can get some concerts, get some podcasts, get some interviews, get some blogs, get some videos, get some concerts. And then I got income streams coming in. Now, people might say, hey, let's do a documentary about what happened to you. And, oh, let's do a movie. Let's do a movie about Max B. But if you sit down and you at the crib chilling and shit, you with your kids and be like, oh, so this your friends? How you doing? I'm Max B. I know y'all probably heard about me, but this my son. You might not have the same time to do that and then try to keep up with success. So that's going to be a sharp dichotomy to try to figure out. Now, another way he can do it, which is not going to be successful, is if your homies just give you money and just be like, hey, man, welcome home. Here go 20,000. Here go 80,000. Here go 90,000. Well, you up now. Oh, I got $114,000. Yes. But then now you might be in debt to these people. Now they might be like, yo, I gave you that 90K. You think you can come over here and do this song with me? Or you think I gave you that 40K? You think you can come over here and be in this video with me? And it's like, I wasn't planning on that. But I didn't ask you for the money either, but I needed it. But it's like, I guess I can come and shit, but I can't. And when you're a criminal or a felon, you can't be around other felons because that's gonna automatically put you back in jail. As soon as the police come through, it don't matter if y'all did crime or not. It's illegal for felons to be in the same room. They can't conversate on the phone. They can't send letters to each other. There's a lot of rules. You there at some show or concert. This what got Boosie locked up. He doing a show or a concert in another state. They get him a gun. Hey man, protect yourself. We out here, but I'm gonna give you a gun too. And then the police see a gun in his back pocket. Now Boosie going back to the feds. So this the same thing could happen to Max B. You can't be around felons, but you had a music video shoot. And the police swoop through. And it's like, oh shit, okay, so it's 8 guys with a felony. You standing out here with them at the music. Okay, now you going back to fed time or going back to jail or whatever, putting a new crime on you. So it's really something that you got to be delicate with when you maneuvering because you don't want it to come back and smack you in the face. You just been free. And now you've been running around trying to do Mr. Rapper. I gotta rap, I gotta be on a show, I gotta make concerts. And your kids like, we barely got a chance to talk to you. We barely got a chance to see you. And you talking about you gotta go back to jail because you was around felons. Like me and your daughter, we don't have no fucking felonies. You could have just been around us watching TV. Like, what? Come on, we don't give a shit about you being a rapper. His son, like, I got 2 jobs. His daughter, like, I'm gonna graduate from school. Like, we'll take care of you. You don't have to be a fucking rapper. This is one of those moments that you got to kind of galvanize and understand which one is the best way to move at. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. So, that's what I have for y'all today, real quick. I'm going to probably try to jump back on here later tonight with some more shows and some more content as I see it come through on the internet. And I appreciate y'all watching the show this far. I'm going to have the hip hop news show, hip hop news buzz playlist where you can click it and watch the rest of the shows, okay? And I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you. Have a super dope day, and you the best. It is no hip hop without you.